Hey guys, what's happening? It's me again, Optimistic Prime. Yeah. And I'm going to do something a little differently today. I'm basically going to go and talk about Batman versus Superman. Kind of do like my own little review because a lot of people like it, and the majority of people, from what I've heard, and all over Facebook and the World Wide Web that we call the internet, hate it. So I'm basically going to go over a few of the points that I think it's good and which should hopefully then make people realise that it ain't actually that bad. It depends what you look for in a film, really. But me personally, I thought Jack Schneider did a really good job and he followed the comics well. So let's get into it. Comic books. All my life I've been reading them. I read Marvel, I read DC. I'm currently reading Avatar Press. If you've never um, read anything by Avatar Press, look up Crossed. It's rather sick. But that's not what we're talking about. To me personally, my favourite like kind of Batman was Kevin Conroy because I grew up watching the animated series, and then obviously I've played the Arkham games and watched some of the Batman films where he has voiced Batman. Christian Bale, to me, I didn't really enjoy him as a Batman overall, because he was more like a Wayne Beasley, I'm not wearing hockey pad. And oh Christ, no, that just wasn't Batman for me. Like I said, Adam West, obviously that was a whole different style. I mean, you can't knock Adam West. Adam West. But yeah, Kevin Conroy for me has to be my favourite kind of Batman. And, I can't really knock Ben Affleck because I think he did an alright performance. He definitely redeemed himself from the shit stain of a Daredevil film that he produced back in the day. So anyway, one of the things that got brought up a lot, which people were saying knocked the film back, was that there wasn't enough Batman in the film. It's Batman versus Superman, but that doesn't mean anything. At the end of the day, what you have to realize is technically it is a Superman sequel, so the story is going to obviously be around Superman. But obviously, because there's two major characters, they have to balance it out. But to be fair, I thought that it was a nice little balance. That the movie, like, well, this is obviously if you haven't seen it, then tough shit. But the beginning part of the film, it basically opens up as if it's a Batman film because obviously it shows the Waynes getting shot in the alley after the theatre. And then obviously crosses over to what happened, or Bruce Wayne's perspective of what was happening at the end of Man of Steel, which obviously shows him pissed off. And it goes back and forward. Like, people also complain about the the dream that he has, or the flashback kind of, a flashback that goes into the future and shows Dark Seed or Dark Side, however you say it, basically his mark in the ground, and then his minions like flying over and taking, and you see Batman with the gun, and it's like, oh, Batman doesn't kill people. Well, I'm sure that Frank Miller, his version of Batman, actually did kill people. Not 100% sure if it was with guns, but I'm pretty sure he did kill. And then obviously it goes towards like the comics with like the followers of Superman. So obviously what you see there is obviously a hint towards the Justice League, and then obviously you read the file and it's got like the Green Lantern and Flash and Wonder Woman and all of them lot that are obviously in the Justice League, which I thought was all right. You can't give away too much, but that is one of the things that I will disagree with Batman and Superman was the trailer, and then basically I thought that they released too much in the trailer. They showed too much of them fighting because there isn't really a lot of scenes in the film of them fighting. There's like bits of confrontation in suits, like at the dinner party, and then when Batman is chasing the truck with the kryptonite in it, there's a little bit there, and it just feels like, yeah, that they released too much because they showed I forgot his fucking name now. Doomsday. That's the bastard's name. Yeah, I felt that showing Doomsday in the trailer was obviously a mistake because then obviously people were expecting it. Whereas if you didn't, I personally would have had, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. bit of confrontation, bit of Lex Luthor, and then have like the raw or like him like screaming, and then just have it like fade to black. Batman vs Superman out in March. Because when you release all the like, obviously people want to put good bits in the trailer, but when you put the best bits and you put a lot of the best bits in, you pretty much have seen the film, and that's what people are saying. People have said, like personally, I know people that have said that the Batman versus Superman film, the whole thing was pretty much just a massive trailer for the Justice League, and in some way, yeah, I can agree. One thing that really, really pissed me off, and I will agree with this till to the heavens and beyond, was that they cast Lex Luthor um, with the wrong person. Jesse Eisenberg was not cut out to be Lex Luthor, nor does he even look like him. The fact that he had hair was stupid and didn't suit, and it felt like they were trying to make him out to be like the Joker, because he was a bit of a screw job in it. But like if you look at the people who've done it before, like say Kevin Spacey, amazing job, and everyone was going on then on the internet saying that how Bryan Cranston should have been Lex Luthor, and to be fair, yeah, he probably could have pulled it off. I mean, obviously, look what he's done in Breaking Bad. And obviously, that's the thing that he's pretty much known for. I mean, I remember watching him in Malcolm in the Middle as Hal. Obviously, if you were able to see them in the film, then you'll have noticed the Easter eggs. Like the two most obvious ones was the Robin suit that had ha ha ha, the jokes on you Batman spray painted on, which obviously refers to the Jason Todd Robin, where the Joker obviously kills him in the cartoon. And in the Wayne Manor of what's left of the Wayne Manor, there was the Riddler question mark spray painted on the wall. Batman getting his ass like handed to him throughout the whole film, then maybe you're not going to like it. If you don't like the fact that Batman doesn't shove kryptonite up his ass and farts on him to hurt him or whatever, then obviously you're going to be disappointed, aren't you? But me overall, like I say, I enjoyed it. I'd give it like 8 out of 10. I mean, I'm really looking forward to the Justice League now, so I really can't wait. I mean, obviously, I'm not going into like a massive scale as to why it was really, 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 really good or why it was really, 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 really shit. But to me personally, and this is what this is about, it's my review. I personally loved it. It like had just the right amount of action and storytelling. Um, Good balance of main characters. It is a Superman sequel after all, so if you got a little bit more, or if you felt that there was a little bit more Batman or a bit more Superman or whatever, then it's just one of those things, isn't it? Because all the Batman whores will probably jump on the fact that there wasn't enough Batman in the film because people, I think personally, people prefer Batman as a superhero. They say he's the greatest superhero in the comic book world. So it's certainly the most greatest detective, and he gets that kind of like acceptance because he hasn't got any powers, but yet he's able to do so much. But it's the same as Iron Man. If you've got the money, do whatever the fuck you want. And Affleck, personally pulled off a great portrayal of Batman. Certainly redeeming himself with Daredevil. Was never a fan of Christian Bale. So you've just got to like if you liked it, but you'd like the bad reviews are getting you down, like Rotten Tomatoes, you just got to fuck it off. Because personally, I think Rotten Tomatoes is always trying to find things that it's just a small set mind of individuals that don't like something, and then it'll get shared on a massive scale. And then obviously someone will jump on the bandwagon, and if they agree with one thing that they said, they'll somehow agree with everything, and then it continues. It's like AIDS; it'll just spread. So those are like obviously the main points that I have. I'm sure there are loads more points that I've missed or that people think differently of, and that's fine. I'm only saying the basic things because I personally enjoyed it. So I'm not really obviously going to slate it. I might say, oh, I thought it was amazing. No. Wait, I'm going to say it was shit. It doesn't work like that. If you obviously think differently or you agree with me on the points that I've made, then obviously, leave a comment on what you think. If the video was shit and there was no point in you doing it, then, do it. I don't care. You fucking keyboard warriors. And I'm allowed to voice my opinion, and that's what I will do. Arf! Like I say, if you like what I'm doing, give me a like, thumbs up, which is pretty much the same thing. Comment and subscribe. I'll see you again soon.